What's up everyone, this is TechDoff, and I want to welcome you to another video. And in this video we are going to look at Nanoleaf's new Smart Holiday String Lights. And just as a full disclosure, I did purchase these with my own money without any affiliation from Nanoleaf or anyone else, so this is going to be all me here, guys. So I pre-ordered these from Nanoleaf. They're on sale now for about $120. So the cool thing about these is that they are listed as Matter compliant, which means they work with Google Home, Apple Home, Alexa, with Amazon. They should work with Samsung as well. They also support 16 million colors. It's about 66 feet, 20 meters. I'll let you guys pause the video if you want to look at some of these other cool features, but 250 lumen brightness. They are listed as lasting in very cold temperatures, minus 15 to 40 C. So that should be good for things like outdoor use. But enough of that, let's just go ahead and open them. All right, let's go ahead and see what's in the box. So we'll just go like this. If I can actually get it open. These can sometimes be a pain in the butt. I don't like to always completely destroy the box, so sorry if it takes a little bit longer. There we go. Okay, so we'll just, if I can get this off. Not trying to embarrass myself on camera here. There we go. All right, so as per usual with anything Nanoleaf, very simple box, just plain cardboard. I'm okay with that. And we got our Matter code to pair our lights. A nice little setup guide, if I can get this on camera for you guys here. Cool stuff like that. I'll hang on to that. And they look just like any box of lights you'd pick up at the hardware store. So, anything else in there? Yes. Okay. So let's get that out of the way. Let's get that out of the way. Let's see if we can get this little remote out. If you want to control them that way, I guess you can too, but these are Wi-Fi powered. I wish they were thread powered, but they're not. So I guess this just kind of plugs in like that, and then you got your lights. So let's go ahead and plug them in and see what they look like. Okay, so just as a final little recap, let me go over what I do like about them and what I don't like about them. So real quick, what I do like is obviously they're Nanoleaf, so you know they're going to be made with quality, and you know they're going to last. So it's a trusted brand that almost everyone's heard of, so you can't go wrong there. Number two is that they're Matter compliant, and that means they'll work with pretty much any major smart home platform out there today. So, you know, you're using Google or Samsung or Apple or whatever, you decide you want to switch a few years down, you're not SOL. You still got a chance to use them, and you can carry them over from smart home platform to smart home platform without worrying about losing any functionality. So Matter is a huge update. It's the way the smart home world is pretty much going at this point. So, you know, you can trust them to last well into the future. And number three, the customization. I mean, there are other customizable holiday lights you can buy out there. Twinkly's one of them. Just generic brands you can pick up at the hardware store, but they're not going to have smart home integration. They're not going to have, you know, Matter integration and the level of brightness and color customization that you want on here. So, you know, one day you want your light to be one color, you can do that. Switch it another day to another color, a new pattern. You know, Nanoleaf is going to be adding new scenes as time goes on. So you're able to give your tree kind of a fresh flavor, I guess, every day of the week if you want. So you can kind of change it up as time goes on. So that's good too. Okay, so that's what I do like. Some of the things I don't like about it, and these are mostly minor, but I feel like I do have to say them, is one, that the cords are actually black instead of green, which I would have preferred. They would have blended into the tree a little bit better. You can see black cords a little bit more, but that's kind of a plus and a minus, right? It's easier to, if you like to take your lights out of your tree when you put it away for the year, you can kind of find them a little easier. And if you, on the other hand, if you look at your tree, obviously you're going to see them. So that's a big downside that I would have to mention right off the bat. Number two, as I said earlier, they're not daisy chainable. So you're going to have, if you have a big tree, a lot of bushes, you're going to have separate Nanoleaf items in HomeKit or in your Nanoleaf app. So you could have one tree and you could theoretically have 3 or 4 of these in one tree, and they're all going to show up as separate items, I guess is the way to say it. So you want to make sure that you're aware of that before you buy these. You can't just hook them up end to end like traditional holiday lights, because these are addressable. Unfortunately, not as much customization as something like Twinkly, which is my next point that I don't like. The fact that Twinkly, you're able to map each individual bulb and control them individually and have these dazzling effects. But of course, Nanoleaf could be cooking something up, like a software or firmware update to these, so that maybe that will be available in the future. And the only other thing I don't like about them is just the style light. You can call me old-fashioned. These look more like a flat-topped candy light versus a like a traditional incandescent light. I may just be a traditionalist, but that's more what I'm used to. So I was a little bummed to see that, but all in all, it's a solid product that I would recommend, and I don't see any issue with anyone purchasing these over something like Twinkly. I definitely think you'd still be happy with them either way. And of course, these aren't going to be great value. I mean, you're spending $120 to get maybe a few weeks, maybe a month out of them a year, unless you decide you want to take them off your tree and, I don't know, hang them in your house or your apartment somewhere just for, fun decorative lights, I guess. But I still wanted them. I didn't have a tree at this point, so I just bought a small tree so I can make one little string work. And of course, anyone watching this video is going to appreciate them. So the question is really up to you, whether you're willing to spend the money to enjoy them or not. And being from Nanoleaf, in my personal experience, I feel that they'll last. All right, guys. So with all that said, can I recommend these? Yes, I still think I can. These are up against some really tough competition with other products, like especially Twinkly is kind of the big elephant in the room. They're kind of the kings of Christmas tree decorations, really, in general. They are a little more convenient to put up versus the Nanoleafs, where you have to start in the middle of your tree and work your way up and down from the center, as opposed to traditionally you'd think of just starting at the top or the bottom and just kind of wrapping your way around as you go up or down. And these aren't really daisy chainable, so you're going to have to buy multiple lights, have multiple control boxes, multiple items in your HomeKit. So you're going to have, if you have a 10-foot tree or something, you're probably going to have 3 or 4 of these. So you're going to have set of string lights 1, 2, 3, and 4 all in your HomeKit, and you're going to have to control them all separately or kind of sync them together so they display the same light effect. But they're not going to be able to like animate all together like Twinkly can, where if you've seen some of their effects where, the lights can kind of dance up and down the tree and do all of that in sequence after you map the lights. You're not really going to be able to do that here, but Nanoleaf is a good solid brand, and I've had a lot of luck with them in the past, and I do like that these are Matter compliant, so you can use them on any smart home without any real issues there. So with all that said, I've told you what I do like and don't like. I've told you the price and compatibility, showed you just a little preview of some of the effects available at the time of making this video. But I just want to wish you all happy holidays, and thank you all for watching this video. I hope it was able to give you an idea of what these things can do. I know there's going to be plenty of other reviews of these out there as well since they just came out. But as I said before, just know that I bought these with my own money and I was not sponsored in any way. So thank you all for watching. I'll see you later. Peace.